Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Sorry about the delay.
No worries.
Okay.
Oh, how are you feeling today?
Okay.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna have to cut it just a bit short. I need to go to the lawyer with my dad. Get some paperwork signed. Still haven't received a damn check. It's still in transit. So
When are they moving out?
well, there's a couple of things that need to be set up in the new condo. So I'm gonna try to plan the moving day today. That's another thing of like for me to do.
Right.
So it's been quite hectic, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's been quite hectic.
Moving yourself and stuff is stressful.
Yes.
Doing it for somebody else is even more stressful.
It's true. That's true.
I got sidetracked yesterday with a fun little project.
Oh yeah? What'd you do?
I'll show you here. So here's my store. This is on spring tea.
Mm-hmm. Holy mother of God. That is something.
And I got a few more designs to put on here. But yeah. Anyway. So by the end.
So how long did that take you?
Well, I'd done all the designs previously, so I spent maybe an hour and a half kind of uploading things and tweaking them. And part of the problem they have is they have such a variety of stuff, like just in t-shirts. It's like for like men's shirts, there's probably like a dozen different styles, like, different blends, different fits, different, I don't know, V-neck, crew neck, loose fit, tight fit, 100% cotton. I don't know. There's just so many options that you kind of get lost a little bit. But
and
anyway.
This is all now available through your site?
Well, it's so their site, you basically just, it's kind of like using, I don't know if you ever use Vistaprint, like you just, pick the product you want, upload an image and add it to your listings.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of that gets built for you. So I will eventually put it on both my Team UIP site and my coachingplease.com site. And then you can promote it through your social media and stuff. I'm ordering samples of 4 or 5 shirts. And then I've got a Clarity Live weekend coming up, October 2nd and 3rd. So of course, strategically, I'm going to be wearing my shirts for the Clarity Live weekend when you're on with all these coaches and stuff. And
yeah, that's
I'll start wearing them for any time I'm on camera. I'll be wearing one of my shirts. So
that's clever.
So you can make
that is clever.
You make like $8 to $10 a shirt.
Yeah, as long as you can drive traffic to them.
So we'll see. I mean, these designs appeal to a very narrow audience or specific audience, which is actually what you want. So it's really for the 3 principles coaching community. So we'll see how many people in that community like wearing t-shirts.
Excellent.
Well, I also did a thing yesterday. So I shared in our Thriving Coaches Blueprint group on Facebook a post. I just said, hey, I had my best 2 days coaching since I started this, because I had 2 calls on Tuesday and then I had my group call yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm getting good feedback. I wanted to share, here's the coaching model that I designed for my retail managers course. So the coaching model is just a triangle. That's coaching paradigm, coaching culture, and listening. Those are the elements in the model. And then I said, I also created this calibration worksheet, which I got good feedback on in my other course. If anyone's interested, let me know. And 4 people have DM'd me on Messenger asking me for the PDF. So I don't know, getting some interest in some things.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Something's bound to happen. Yeah.
I keep distracting myself. I don't know why, but like I got to get, today is my app day. I got to work on that. Ordering out.
It's been happening to me. I mean, I have an excuse, or I mean, if you want to use an excuse, but I also have bullet points sitting on my table of things that I want to complete and get off my plate before and get into a different routine and a different rhythm.
Yeah.
So I can't get to them, and I feel really bad because it almost weighs on me. But at the same time, there's something that's holding me back from doing it, because I remember the days when it was just get out of bed, behind the computer, do. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll get to them. Slowly but surely.
Yeah. Well, actually, my Thursday thought I'm doing today is kind of an extension of that, I guess, which is something Jamie says all the time, which is everyone is always doing what makes sense to them at their current level.
One second. Hello, Vadim speaking. Very good. How are you? Yes. This is I would love to talk about this, but I'm on a call right now. Can you call me back in half an hour, 40 minutes? Thank you. That would be great. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I was saying that one of Jamie's things is, everyone's always doing what makes sense to them at their current level of understanding. And whether that's, us doing what we're doing or not doing in our business, or a heroin addict doing heroin, everyone's doing what makes sense to them at their current level of understanding. So it's
here's a question. So what are we going to do on Monday? I forgot to ask you that yesterday.
I don't know. Do you want to put the Trello board up and we can look? Oh, that reminds me, I got an email from some company. I don't know if you've ever heard of these people. The email says claim your podcast, and it's from Reason. Either you or an avid or curious fan asked for you to claim your space on Reason, the social podcast platform. Upon claiming, you will have access to the best community engagement, comments, likes, chats, and listeners. So I don't know if this is like some scraping.
Yeah, this is exactly the same thing I've done with the listings.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's worth putting it on another.
Well, not at this time. I mean, not with only 2 episodes. I mean, if there is a platform first, so we can figure out what it is.
Yeah.
It's not you want to have some sort of a semblance of content. Imagine somebody likes it. So listening to the 2 episodes takes less than an hour.
Yeah.
So let's keep the email.
Yeah, I will.
So what do we want to do? What do you feel like doing? Is you're up next?
I kind of like No Pressure, No Diamonds, even though these ones were kind of like, they're supposed to have the bullshit stamp on them. So the premise isn't that No Pressure, No Diamonds is real. It's actually the opposite. That's my position.
Well, I got a good name for it then. And we're gonna call it. Debunking. How's this?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
All right, we'll do that one.
Do you know what your lead in is gonna be?
I'll write it and I'll add some stuff to the card today.
Okay. Okay, good. So that's up next, coming up.
Based on our conversation yesterday, I shared that Metro listing with somebody. See if they're interested. So
I'm gonna, yeah. I got a funny. I have this funny feeling that it's there's no kind of, you would expect that you would feel like the weight's been lifted off your shoulders, or happiness, any emotion, but complete and utter.
yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I mean that the other one on that Trello board I was contemplating was the you need something to happen in order to be happy, right? Like that's the world we live in, which sells us that line that in order to be happy, you need to buy something, you need to get the right job, you need to get a promotion, you need to make a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
And it's all bullshit.
That would be a good one. And you know what? We can combine it with do expensive things, make you successful or happy.
Yeah.
Because I wanna bring in. I can do a bit of a rant about the philosophy that supersedes everything in Russia.
Yeah.
That's strictly focused on the material, the brands. It's quite disturbing, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. There's just as many miserable rich people as there are miserable poor people. So
that is a fact. That is a fact. In fact, because there are fewer rich people and the proportion with which they get miserable is the same, I would argue that percentage-wise, there are more disenchanted rich people than there are poor people.
What's that old rap song? More money, more problems.
I don't.
By P Diddy, Mace. Anyway, it's funny. Did you? I saw some post yesterday on Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Trying to sell his mansion, and I think it's in Miami or somewhere, but he had it listed for 28 million or something. It's been on the market for a couple of years. It's down to 16 million. But it's 30,000 square feet. It's got like a full-size gymnasium in it. They're actually the story was about they're de-shackifying it. So they thought that the fact that it was Shaquille O'Neal's and had a lot of his Shaquille O'Neal personal touches in it would be a selling feature.
Yeah.
But it hasn't worked out that way. So now they're taking all his like Shaquille O'Neal stuff out of there to try and appeal to a broader audience. It's a pretty limited market though, I gotta imagine, for spending 16-20 million dollars on a home. But
and where is this home?
I thought it was in Miami, but I could be wrong.
Anyway, it's somewhere down south in the States. And then I look at I was just looking through some of the listings, and how many 5 million, like what did you say, 16 million was it worth?
16, yeah.
Okay, 20 million plus homes in the GTA there are. And this is what perplexes me. It's the GTA. It's not California.
Yeah.
So hold on. I actually want to see how many there are. It's why would people spend that much money with our winters?
I don't know. Well, I know, like, if you ever driven down Lakeshore, like through Oakville,
Yep.
like all those giant mansions right on the waterfront. I mean, they're all beautiful, and it's, you know, you're on the water and stuff. But I don't know. If I was
Okay.
going to spend that kind of money, there's a lot more things I'd be thinking of spending that money on than
Yeah.
that.
So I just zoomed out. Okay, I'll just, you know what, I'm just gonna share this, this is. So this is Realtor. There are 32 listings in excess of a $20 million price point in what we know as the GTA. One of them is in Guelph.
Is that like a whole complex in Guelph? What is that?
Let's take a look. Yeah, this is something, some industrial site. Okay, so this is not fair. See here, land, more land. Yeah, $22 million buys you a little castle in Oakville. There's 9 in, like, look at this.
45 million.
So even if this was 15 listings, which it is not,
Yeah.
why on earth would you spend that money here? And why on earth is this sound?
Yeah.
Anywho, it's fun.
Well, I think though that it's like the people that can afford such a place,
Yeah.
a $20 million home to them is like, it's not even the equivalent of what our homes are to us as a proportion of our wealth.
I would imagine so.
You know, it's like I was driving down the highway. Was it yesterday? No, the day before, taking my dad to the doctor up by Sherway Gardens. And here I am in my Camaro on the QW, and what pulls up beside me, like I think it was a Ferrari, and he kind of like came up beside me, and then he just went and like took off. And I was like, yeah, his car's worth probably 10 times what my car is. But like, who wants to tie that, like, you know, a couple $100,000 up in a car?
In a depreciating asset, by the way.
Yeah.
And those cars, especially if bought new, God forbid, their prices punch like a rock.
Yeah.
And
it's fine. And then on the way home, we saw a Porsche that I'd never seen before. It was like a Porsche supercar. It kind of looked like the old Batmobile. Like it had, I don't know, had a big spoiler on it, but at the back of the seats, it was like a shape like behind the driver.
Yep.
On both the drivers and the passenger side. I don't know what kind of Porsche it was, but again, I was imagining, that's probably a $200,000 or $300,000 Porsche.
It's a what?
It's probably a $200,000 or $300,000 Porsche.
I think you might be mistaken.
So it wasn't anything I'd ever seen before. It wasn't a 911 or a Boxster.
It was this one. I thought it was a 938, but it's not a 938. I don't know my Porsches, to be honest. It's, what's it called? $918. That's the thing. Are you thinking of this?
Yeah, that looks like it.
There was also, but
Yeah.
this one's
what are those worth?
250, I would imagine. Hold on. There's
yeah, it was a silver one.
That's not the one I was thinking about. I was thinking about this one, but it's if you saw that is terribly rare.
I've never seen one before.
Yeah, I've only seen pictures of it, not in the flesh. Hold on.
And it was funny because we were like in bumper to bumper traffic,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking like
it's,
that,
it's
that car is not made to be in traffic.
no,
It wants the open road.
yeah, indeed.
Here, production began. Uh, it says the starting price is 945,000 US dollars.
Which one? The one
The
that
918 Spider.
oh yeah, 918 Spider. That's is that the one?
I think so.
Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's what we saw.
Okay, $1 million, eh?
Yeah.
There you go. You're driving in what could have been your home.
Yeah. You're driving in that, and some clown in a $15,000 Toyota is going to fucking rear end you.
Yeah,
Like the car that hits you isn't even worth what your wheels are worth, probably.
yeah, that's true. It's like what is it? It's I think it's a McLaren that's being sold for some ridiculous like multi-million-dollar vehicle
Yeah.
to service it. So first of all, the owner cannot open the compartment where the engine is, and
Yeah.
that's done on purpose. And to service it, it costs roughly $43,000 to service it.
Wow. I play hockey with a guy who's quite well off, like a self-made millionaire, I guess. But he has a bunch of cars, but he has a Rolls Royce. I forget the name of it, but he occasionally would drive it to hockey. Anyway, he came to the game one time, and some hockey mom in a minivan backed into him.
No.
And I don't think it was a lot of damage, but it was like, on that car, like even a minor scrape or dent is,
It's like
probably tens of thousands of dollars.
it's an annual salary for some.
Yeah. So he was not happy. But I mean, this kind of served them right for why do you drive your like luxury sports car to the hockey rink? It's
Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
all right.
Well, I think that will be it for today. I'm gonna go get all the documents in place so we can go see the lawyer and see how today progresses. And now I need to move book a moving company.
Fun times.
Sometimes indeed.
Choose wisely.
Yeah.
All right. We'll
Take
see
care,
you
my friend.
tomorrow. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.